Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your reading for May 2022. My name is Shay. Let's go ahead and hop right into your reading. And yes, that's my little singing bowl trying to bring some healing to y'all, okay? So let's see. What do my Sagittarius need to know about May 2022? Make it clear, spirit guides. Okay, the air element. What does Sagittarius need to know about May 2022? The fire element, message from air, the four of fire, two more. What does Sagittarius need to know about May 2022? What will they experience in May? What messages do you have for them in May? The man. What does Sagittarius need to know about May 2022? Okay. Three of fire, message from earth, and issue in reverse. Okay, fire and air energy. So some of you could be dealing with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, or a fire sign in May, Aries, Leo, and of course yourself, Sagittarius. This gives me very much yin and yang energy. Like you are spending a lot of time with an air sign or another fire sign. Like it gives me very much like, oh, maybe I should do that. You know, buddy kind of energy. And that kind of sparks some joy, that sparks some interest. Maybe there's an over concern for an air or a fire sign this month. Like I'm sensing someone having a level of anxiety around a relationship. But not a romantic or like angry kind of thing, more than like, oh, I wonder how they're doing kind of thing. So there's something that goes on there. So the good news is, Sagittarius, is that there is some money coming your way. And this could be from something like, I feel this is more so like a payment back from something that you previously did. And this could be literal where like someone comes to pay you back, or this can also be like some funds that you've been waiting on that you're owed, or like the universe kind of paying you back in energy, but definitely money. Some type of good opportunity coming your way, or even just the influence of another good person in your sphere. And this could be just, like I said, this is someone that you just get along with, or maybe they're just inspiring, they're helping you with something that ends up bringing some light to you in May 2022. So, and that could be also being able to socialize with these people, and that changing the trajectory of whatever it is that you're doing. So if you weren't around influential people before, you're definitely going to be around them this month. But there is some sort of issue around people not taking their responsibility at work and or within a relationship too seriously enough with this four of fire, and kind of that being a reminder that despite whatever this thing you're spending time, this person, whatever you're spending time on, or whatever it is you're worried about, it's almost like something else is going to the wayside at the same time. So just make sure, I don't say make sure, I mean, you can do whatever it is that you want, but there's just this energy of like making sure you're sticking to what you promised yourself and what you promised other people. Like it's going to eventually bring the results that you want to see. You just have to keep on doing it. So I could see there being like a issue going on with like partners or people that you work on, or like the stability of a project, because you just not putting all your energy into it, okay? Or somebody's not putting all their energy into what they told you they would. And then with issue and the man energy, very masculine energy, but also very confused energy and very like standoffish energy. So someone could be causing confusion for you this month. I don't think it's anything heavy, more than I think it's a concern. Like I said earlier, it's just a concern. It's a concern. Something's on your mind about this person, this relationship, and you're like wondering what's on their mind, or why they haven't called, or surprise even. Like, oh, this is what they did, or this is what they said. Something like that goes on. It feels like the word like I'm hearing is emotional infidelity, but it's not like from a romantic partner. It's like your best friend hanging out with another friend type energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some clarity. What does Sagittarius need to know about May 2022? What do my Sagittarius need to know about May 2022 in their love and relationships? What are they experiencing? Made with love. What does Sagittarius need to know about their love and relationships in May 2022? It's a plan. Two more. What does the zodiac sign Sagittarius need to know about May 2022. What is Sagittarius is experiencing in May 2022 in their love and relationships? Any messages for Sagittarius in their love and relationships? Okay. Anything else? Thank you. Me and my ego and girl with the popcorn. So this rounds right back to that gift or that like thing that you're being given back. Contribution sticks out a lot with this Made with Love card, Sagittarius. So there may be some offering coming towards you from a romantic partner. I am getting like flowers or food, like somebody just Uber Eats you some random food or something like that. Could be vice versa as well. Like you could be putting your heart on the line, you know, out there for somebody else to catch. But that's what I'm sensing is kind of like you're getting some type of old communication, or like someone's finally contributing to the conversation that they weren't contributing to before, which is really, really good. Maybe even making a date, planning a date, or deciding to go out, planning to call, like, oh, I'm gonna call you on this day and we're gonna talk all day. That kind of thing goes on. But then on the other hand, there's this messiness, okay? There's this ignoring somebody, not wanting to text back, not wanting to call back. And so this could be the same person. This could be after a time of being distant and like letting your ego lead the situation. Now y'all want to come back and try to fix it or talk it out. But I still feel like there is some reciprocity. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Y'all like reciprocating the energy. So it's not that you don't want it. I think you just, somebody's still mad. So it's not like an easy, like, oh, we just gonna come back together and be best friends type of thing. Like, someone's still upset. So it takes a little time, but they soften up. Some of you are flirting and teasing and like getting into some type of romantic relationship in that way. Honestly, I don't think that it's serious if you're not already in one. If you're already in one, it's probably going well. Like you probably do have a little spat at some time during the month, but it's not anything heavy. But if you're not in a relationship, I feel like you got somebody you talking to or dealing with, and you got somebody that you like just cut off, and like both of them are still in the picture. But it's the attitude of if you don't act right, somebody else will. That's what it's giving. So you could be flirting around. I don't really see any like warnings or like, you know, what you should and shouldn't do. Just make sure whatever it is, it doesn't make you go backwards. Like if you've been on a good path romantically or just in general, don't let something come in and distract what your progress, okay? So let's go ahead and move on to your career and finances, Sagittarius. Y'all message is pretty clear. Like aside from some surprise and like some unexpected communication, it's a pretty good month, okay? The energy is flowing. Everything's going pretty good. Clarity. What advice do you have for Sagittarius in their career and finances? Okay. Anything else for Sagittarius in their career and finances? Okay. Jesus Christ. Y'all cards is taking forever and a day to come out. Okay. So we have partnership. And we also have detox for friendships, which I find very, very interesting. This mirrors kind of like your romantic situation. So this romantic situation may not even be just romantic. This could be something that's happening at work or happening in a familial, I can't see no words today. Familial sense. There are people who are supportive and there are people who are not. Cut them. Or at least that's what you want to do. Okay, so it's like if they're affecting you in such a negative way that you can't deal with anymore, then don't. And this even applies into your career as well. Like for some of you, there's a coworker that you spend a lot of time with who is not particularly the happiest person in the world. And this is so specific, so if it doesn't apply, don't worry about it. But to you, they're fine. But when you're not around, they take what you say and say it to like a manager or to another coworker. And I'm not going to sit up here and say like the intention is to get you in trouble. For some of you, it is. But for others of you, it's not that they don't like you, it's just that like they have a problem with the way that you do things. So for instance, if you get a lot of perks at work and they don't, they feel like, why do they get perks and I don't? So they might hear the perks from you, have that conversation and be like, oh, you know, that's cool. And then they go off to this coworker and say, why she get the perks? Da, 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 da. That's kind of what I'm getting. Or he. Why do they get the perks? Sorry if y'all hear noises. It's noisy in here. But so, I mean, that's neither here nor there. But like I said, supportive or not. Like they need to be completely separate piles. And it doesn't need to be so cut and dry and like, I'm done. But it does need to reflect, you know what I mean, how you really feel. And if you want it to be fixed, then it needs to be talked about. But like leaving it as it is, it's not going to work either. Like at this point, it's either they helping or they pushing along. And that makes sense with this 4 of fire in reverse too. Because this talks about not living up to your work or relationship standards. And that causing an issue in your relationships. Like basically remembering what your responsibilities are, pretty much. And so either somebody feels like you're not living up to your end or you don't feel like they're living up to theirs. And that's what's causing the friction. But on the other end, you got somebody who's inspiring you and who's helping you or pushing you forward and teaching you how to do this and teaching you how to do that and bringing money your way and blah, blah, blah. Like feel the energy, especially when it comes to money and work, okay? And then we have declutter and bountiful nature. Now, declutter talks about multiple things. You probably do need to actually clean up your space. And I'm just going to say that if your space is messy, your mind is going to be messy. So consider that when you're cleaning up or need to clean up this week. And then bountiful nature means get outside. Now, I know everybody's weather ain't all that because I know it ain't all that where I'm at. But finding ways to get outside, going to a garden, getting some actual fresh air if you haven't been able to. Maybe some of you are even going on like a vacation. And it doesn't have to be like out of town or anything like that. But like some of you could be like taking time off work or taking time off school or whatever it is that you do all the time. In that time, make sure that you're intentionally going outside to be in nature. So not just going to the store or like going from one inside to another outside. I'm talking about actual outside, okay? So let's see how we can improve your finances. Ooh, J.K. Rowling. Okay, a stroke of genius requires a slog of follow-up. There's no magic spell for doing the work. If you make a name for yourself, why stop at one? The only message I keep getting from this is constantly needing to show up. And I think I said that earlier today, like someone showing up for you. And maybe this is vice versa. Maybe you need to continue to show up for something or someone. If you want it to happen, if you want these things to come in, you have to do the work. And ooh, that just came to me fast. Following up. So remember we were talking about this card and how you might get introduced to some influential people or some people who inspire you, right? So let's say you're out, you meet this person, whatever they are supposed to be in your life, and they tell you that they have these resources or that they can help you with this or that they're going to call you or you guys really have to hit it off, but you don't call because you have anxiety or you don't call because you're busy or you don't call because you forgot or you don't call because you're like, oh, they didn't take it seriously. I was just playing. I was just talking. Follow up. Give them a call. Okay? Give them a call. Follow up on those things. It's not just flattery. Also, if you have recently did something amazing, don't stop now that you've gotten rewarded for it. Okay? So let's go ahead and get you some advice for the month. Any advice for my Sagittarius? Any themes that they need to focus on? What does Sagittarius need to focus on in May 2022? Forgiveness. Dreams. Trust. And answers. Yes. So I'm going to make it real quick and easy for you. Reconciliation was at the bottom of the deck. So like I said, there could be someone that's coming in with a sorry or at least trying to. Like I said, it's up to you whether or not you're going to deal with that. But there does need to be a sense of forgiveness, and not just because of obvious reasons. Because they said sorry or because they standing in your face, but definitely for your sake and you needing to forgive yourself or forgive the situation or whatever the case may be. You honestly, I don't even feel like you care. That's just the fact. I don't even think you care. I just think it's more of just something that's happening around you. So you may give forgiveness for that sense, or just, being like, okay, that's just how those people are. So it doesn't have to be one of those things where you carry it with you. Dreams are important as well. not only just focusing on your dreams, like literal dreams, but focusing on your dreams when you sleep, because that's where you are going to find answers. Also, this month there's going to be a lot of answers that come to you. I feel the need to tell you, there's a lot of answers that are going to come to you, like clarity is what I'm sensing for you, Sagittarius. So look for that, because like I said, there was that confusion. So there'll be a moment in time probably during the month, I feel like towards the end of the month, where you might feel like, what in the heck is happening? What is everybody's problem? But you'll get some clarity, okay? And then trust. Trust is as simple as it comes. Honestly, it's more of a careful who you trust. Not even in a way to fearmonger you, but for you to just pay attention to where you distribute your loyalty. That's a good word. Where do you distribute your loyalty, and whether or not it's giving back to you, and whether or not anybody is hopping into conclusions in a situation as well. Like, you have to trust the people around you to be who they say they are. Okay, my love? Thank you so much for watching this reading. If it resonated for you, please go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe below, and follow me on IG for daily zodiac updates. Remember that I love you, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye.